Hello, kitties. This is your Domi, the Crypt Keeper, and you're listening to Slasher Radio.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Canada?
Yeah, I said I was ready. I'm born ready.
I wish I could kick her. Welcome to Slasher Radio.
What is happening?
What the fuck is going on here?
You just went right into it, man. Like,
I asked if you were ready.
Yeah.
My God. And then she started talking, and then you were talking, and then I was talking. Everybody was talking. The only one who paid attention and did the job right is the guest.
Okay, run it back, Mikey.
No, this is it. We're here now.
Rewind button.
No, we are here. This is what you guys did. You ruined the start of the show.
No, Rob, why don't you do it?
Hey, welcome to Slasher Radio. This is Mighty Bones.
Gabagool.
I hate it here. I have enough going on right now. All right. Hi, everybody. We're back. We are here for the conclusion. It's a Patreon pick, but it's bigger than that. We are here for the conclusion of the Conjuring 2
Close.
Saga.
Are you foreseeing something in the near future, Mikey?
I think he is.
No, I'm not. And we are joined. It's only right. There's no way we could have did this episode, regardless of the outcome, going for history and everything. Listen to the last few weeks, like a month. We've been documenting this. Started by Carly. So we are joined by Carly. Carly, what is going on?
Hello, I'm so excited to be here tonight. I'm so thrilled to talk about genuinely one of my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you're here too, Carly. This is great for me. All right. We got a drink roll call we got to get into. We got a listener mailbag. We do that every week. And then we'll get into the Conjuring, but a little rundown on the Conjuring. But even before that, maybe, just in case people have missed it, Carly, from your own words, how would you sum up this Twilight saga? What has been going on from your
keep
perspective?
saying Twilight.
You did say Twilight again.
I keep saying Twilight. Damn it. The
Yeah.
This is
Conjuring.
the second time, man.
You really want to watch those Twilight movies.
This was a battle that, like, the whole Twilight thing on Discord has been going on for so long now. This has quickly arisen to that level of pain for me, is what's going on. So the two, I've been dealing with this battle so much. So, Carly, how would you explain the Conjuring battle?
I think I don't even remember exactly how it got started, but very quickly after it came up, I was like, yeah, that is a really good idea. And I feel like it's totally feasible with just like a little hard work. But, and so I used it for my first voicemail to endorse The Conjuring 2.
That was crazy.
And I knew that voicemails were already banned, but I felt like it needed to be done to like really get the ball rolling on things.
Yeah, you broke the rules to do that shit. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's true too.
I respect that.
It's crazy.
And then I was like, at first I was like, oh, I'll just like send a voicemail like every week leading up. But then I remembered that I have a Canva Pro subscription.
Damn that Canva.
Put it to good use.
And I did. And I made not one, but two propaganda posters.
Propaganda, yeah, that's what it was. Propaganda.
Brilliant.
Thank
Not
you.
propaganda. Brilliant posters.
And Carly, the thing she was spearheading was not only to get me to watch The Conjuring 2, but also for it to be every vote for the Patreon pick that goes down every month, twice this month. But yeah, that's hard to do. That is very hard to do, and you took on a huge task. And Carly, it is official. You did come up short.
I know.
In the ultimate goal.
Yeah. It was a tough loss, like, frankly.
But you came close. Like, you got closer than anyone should have. You know what I mean? There's no shame in it.
We were, like, really close. I think we were only, like, 4 off, maybe.
I think that, I'm disappointed in our patrons for not, helping Carly see the mission through, to be honest with you, because I thought it was a good cause. And I really enjoyed it leading up to it and watching you sweat. And it would have been nice to see you have to deal with it. But it was a valiant effort, Carly. And I think, largely you got most of the people to do it. And that was still fun.
Yeah, I agree.
It was fun. It felt like a little, like, group project.
Oh, that's what we're calling it, huh?
But this is only the beginning for her. There's more to come. I see great successes in Carly's future with Patreon picks.
I'm gonna really try to keep this momentum going. So just because you didn't win the battle doesn't mean that you don't win the war. So
that's true. Like the problem with me with this on my end is the battle is me having to watch The Conjuring 2. There was no way I was winning the battle. Like I had to win the war. Well, not even win. It just had to happen for me. You know, I had to just wait and see like everybody else. Dude, I put that up and within 5 minutes, The Conjuring 2 won the voting process for what we're going to watch this week.
I feel like the votes rolled in very quickly on this one.
Yeah. And Rob kept asking, did The Conjuring win? Is that official? I'm like, dude, in the first 5 minutes, it was done.
Well, I had a very small window to watch the movie in.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to know what the winner, like, I have to know what the official winner is. Turns out I actually didn't end up watching it until this morning anyway, but I got up earlier this morning than I thought I would. So I was able to make sure I got it done. But I thought initially I'd planned on watching it like late Friday or late Saturday. But
yeah, I watched it on Friday.
Cass, what are your thoughts on the outcome?
Oh, I'm happy. Well, okay, not really happy because it wasn't like a clean sweep, but you know, this is the trial run. This is the first of many, and I feel like people will learn quickly to listen to Carly.
Thank you,
Rob. I want you to know, and I say this directly to Rob because we've done this before with the spite picks and everything else. And Rob, you know where that road goes down because now I got to swing back. And she's going to get mad. And you're going to get mad because you have to deal with it too, you know, and then you're going to throw something at somebody. That's the way this is going to go.
It's just like old times around here. It's fine.
So you're all right with bringing that smoke back out. We were talking about how nice it was that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. And now here we are.
Yeah.
But, you know, what are you going to do?
All right. Gloves are off.
All right.
But I still had to watch The Conjuring 2. Conjuring 2 for anyone who somehow.
Can you call it by its actual name?
No, I'm not calling it the other thing.
TC2, please.
TC2.
No, I'm calling it by The Conjuring 2. You're lucky I don't call it some other things.
The cool people, that's what cool people call it, TC2.
Everyone is calling it TC2 and the TCU.
Yep, it's the TCU and the TC2. Get it right, Mikey.
I feel like by everybody, we mean like 10 people.
No, it's
you know,
way more than 10.
I've never heard it, so I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to give this movie any respect. But it did release in 2016. Runtime of 2 hours and 13 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's short.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the other thing. When I turned it on, I was like, how long is this fucking thing? 2 hours and 13 minutes. I was so mad. Follows two paranormal investigators, Ed and Lorraine Warren. They travel around London to help a family in Enfield. People who are into the paranormal investigations and that side of things will be familiar with the Enfield haunting. The housing estate experienced disturbing supernatural activity in the home. That starts off strange noises, moving furniture, and a supposed poltergeist. Quickly escalates into far more than they were bargaining for here in this movie. I'm trying so hard to not go off. We'll get into it later, but man, do I have a lot to say about this movie. You motherfuckers better strap in. This is what you wanted.
However much you have to say about it, I have just as many good things to say about it.
Oh, look at that.
You guys want to know what Carly messaged me the other day?
What'd she send you?
She messaged me and said, I am 15 minutes into TC2. And I have 2 pages of notes. You're in for such a treat.
Oh my God, Carly.
Is what she said to me.
I don't know if you know how long this show is, but
I think it's more she's prepared.
All
Yeah.
right.
You know? Yeah. So this is going to be interesting. But before that, we got to get into drink roll call. I lost all my stuff. There it is.
I'm getting another beer. You want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Robert, what are you drinking?
Well, this show's going to suck because we're not recording on our normal record time. So you could probably just turn it off and go back and, catch up with us next week or listen to one of our older, better episodes that were recorded at the proper time. But since it's Sunday night, I am drinking a Diet Pepsi.
Oh,
You can't do that. What's that? You just drinking a Diet Pepsi.
Yeah. But it sounds cooler if I say Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, now you're just being ridiculous.
It doesn't work as well as Liquid Death. I'll give you that, but
No.
still.
They're not a sponsor. Diet Pepsi. At least Liquid Death has to do with death. We're not going to just sponsor fucking Pepsi for free.
Hey, look, if the check clears, I'll take it.
We ain't got no check, though, is the thing. So fuck Pepsi. Drink Coke.
But no, that is what I'm drinking tonight because, Sunday night. Got work tomorrow, and the show's gonna suck. So turn it off. Go listen to something else.
Oh my god.
You feel better now?
Mm-hmm.
You sure? You good?
Yeah. Look, I'm just looking out for the listeners. Being honest.
Even though we're talking about The Conjuring 2, the show's not going to suck.
It's gonna suck, guys.
God damn it. Carly, are you drinking anything interesting?
No, I am also have to go into work tomorrow. So I'm drinking a McDonald's Sprite.
It's a hell of a deal, though.
It's pretty crisp. I haven't had one in a while, so it is really like doing wonders right now.
That's nice. That's nice. I'm drinking Coke, but I did, any listeners of the Easter egg stuff would have heard me fighting with my bag of greenery. So I'm very much enjoying that. I did get my new one. I was shopping on while we were sitting here getting ready to record, and it did come in. So I'm feeling very good right now. Now, Canada, I left you last again.
Yeah.
Because I know nobody else is drinking, and I know you're not, and I'm going to put you just right out on Front Street. What are you drinking?
Yeah, I'm drinking Canadian water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Crisp
I had a feeling.
Canadian agua.
I had a feeling she'd be rolling with some Canadian water tonight.
Yep.
She didn't even get any carbonation, nothing. Like, just, come on. God. All right. Fair enough. So I'm the only one intoxicated, though, technically. Shame on all of you.
I mean, I'm high on life.
Damn it.
Okay, Rob.
Bullshit.
I can just see Rob saying that, holding like an American flag as he like flows in the wind.
I can't see that. I can see that at all. No, I'm good without that. Mailbag.
Trace the call. It's coming from inside the house.
917-397-KILL. 917-397-5455. You can send in a text message to the show. You used to be able to send in voicemails to the show. Can't do that anymore. But we would air them. No, you can't. We used to play them and we would discuss the voicemails. The problem with all this is we have a voicemail this week.
Yeah. Well, Sean's still allowed to leave them.
No.
It's so funny because you say that every week. You say no one's allowed to leave voicemails, but yet every single week there is a voicemail. So like maybe if you say if you stop saying to not send voicemails, you actually won't get them.
Yeah, maybe you should start really like encouraging them.
No. See, the problem with that is I did that for so long. We've talked about it, begged like a cheap hooker for people to leave voicemails, and then it's abused when they finally do. So now, no, I'm telling everybody, no more voicemails. We'll play this one, I guess, since we have it, but no more after that. All the messages get read by Ghostface. You can get into the mailbag through your messages by text message. You can comment on the YouTube videos. How else can you do it? Also, the Patreon. Comment directly on the episodes helps a lot. Get you right in there. Are you guys ready for the mailbag for this week?
Please, God, save this show.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. It's been a long few weeks, hasn't it? I've seen a lot of twisted ideas come through this mailbag, but this Conjuring 2 saga has been the sickest. Weeks of plotting, coordinating. Week after week, the messages just kept getting louder, more aggressive. I've read your messages. The threats, the campaigns, the ones going for slasher radio history. Some of you were very committed, but tonight, it's over. The mailbag is open, and you all still don't seem to understand the rules. Some of you write like, I'm not already standing behind you, watching you. Let's see who makes it out of the mailbag, and who doesn't make it to the next episode. The first message is from Spyro. The t-shirt design I have sent in is a first draft. I hope you like it, and I can't wait to make a bank selling it with you guys. Also, even though there was a few other choices, was a solid showing for the TCU, and I hope we get the backing for Annabelle this coming week. Peace, homies. P.S. Mikey is still a bitch boy. XX.
Huh.
He's right about that. XX.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to say it's nice hearing from Spyro. It's not. It's become like it's getting worse. It's no longer always nice to hear from Spyro.
I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why is it now just me? You called me and Rob bitch boys for like 2 months. Now it's just me.
Smart man.
That makes sense.
Bullshit, Spyro. You know it.
Did everybody see the shirt design he sent?
No.
He sent me a shirt design.
Oh, he did? He sent it to you too?
Yeah.
He sent it to me. He told me not to show it to anybody. It's a surprise. Not done yet.
I wonder if he sent you the same one he sent me.
Maybe.
He didn't send me jack shit, so what the fuck?
It makes sense.
Yeah,
You'll find out.
Yeah, it makes
Oh,
sense.
is this a shirt for me?
Yes.
If you want to think of it that way.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He said he was making a t-shirt design. It's a man of his word. Appreciate it, Spyro. Yeah, looking good, dude. We got a new shirt, Carly, and I think everybody's going to love it.
It looks real good.
I am excited to see it.
I'm not, apparently.
There'll be a big unveiling at some point.
You'll be thrilled. It's a shirt for you. What do you mean? What's
Come
not
on,
to be happy
Cass.
about?
It's a shirt with your face on it and everything.
I thought he was making a shirt for the show, not a shirt for individual host. Maybe he's making it because I'm his favorite host. So that makes sense, actually.
You take it that way, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. But it is for the show. It's just starring you. It's going to be great. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It'll make us millions. All right, next message.
The next message is from Ed. Just finished listening to Cass's birthday episode. I hope you had a great birthday, but I'm glad Rob was the voice of reason when it came to Rocky Horror. It's in no way a horror movie, and it doesn't work as a comedy either, because there's nothing really funny about it. If a screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show was showing in my backyard, I would close my curtains.
Wow, that was brutal.
That's crazy.
You're the man,
Happy birthday
Ed.
to me. Fuck you, Ed.
Dude, I love Ed. Ed's the best, dude. That's fucking amazing.
Damn, Ed. Yeah, Ed is resurfaced.
Yep. And Ed's stepping up to save the show. Look at that.
He's not saving the show. He's spouting bullshit. Ed, stop agreeing with Rob. I love Ed because he's funny, dude. Like, he's made little quips before and stuff, but he's stepping up in the Discord. He's back in the mailbag. I like that. I like hearing from Ed. But he's wrong.
He showed up in the Discord, dropped some random ass reference that I didn't even get, had to Google, and just disappeared. Like, I hadn't seen the dude again in there.
He just drops fucking bombs.
Yeah, Ed's great.
All right. Carly, everyone's heard we argued about it all for the second time, Rob and I, but three of us argued about it last week even. But we don't know what Carly thinks. Carly, how do you feel about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
Carly, it was nice having you as a guest, but it's time for you to leave.
I do. I did theater in high school though, so that might be part of it. But like, I like musicals, and I loved Rocky Horror like when I saw it for the first time in high school and stuff. So I think it's really good. I think it is horror. I think it's like horror in the same way, aside from it being like not for kids, obviously, like that kind of like Beetlejuice is. Like, I feel like if you will put like Beetlejuice in the horror camp, then you have to like include movies like Rocky Horror.
Beetlejuice, another movie that sucks.
You stop it.
And that's a personal opinion, but yeah, like
it's an
I
opinion.
think if one
It's
is
definitely
considered
opinion.
horror, then the other is.
I wouldn't consider Beetlejuice really horror though. It's just a stupid comedy.
It's
not
a
funny.
personal problem, is what it is. That's you, Rob. No, it's introductory horror, dude.
And Carly hit the nail on the head. A Rocky Horror Picture Show is something that all the theater nerds love.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not a theater nerd, and I still love Rocky Horror.
You're a little bit of a theater nerd.
No, I'm not. I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm not like I don't know anything about it. I haven't done my homework. You know, I just like Rocky Horror. Being a hater, Rob.
There's like other horror musicals now. Like they have an Evil Dead the musical, and it's actually really fun.
It's really good. I've seen it.
It's really good. I haven't gotten to see it, but I like the soundtrack.
All right. That Edge fucking is a savage sometimes. All right, next message.
The next message is from EYERCHRIS. Oh, Michael Bartholomew Bones, you sweet innocent child. Cassandra.ca's birthday gift doesn't end with The Conjuring 2. We have contracted Daddy Bezos to deliver Annabelle as well. But it won't stop there. We have been empowered by Cassandra. The entire The Conjuring universe is on the plate, and the Patreon pepperonis shall feast. Know your actions and taunts against our commitment to bits has lead to this road.
Okay, Canada, what the fuck is going on here?
Nothing.
Rob, she's making side deals with the patrons. We've established that's illegal a long time ago. We have.
I'm not making no side deals with nobody.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just rooting for the TCU because I think it's hilarious.
I would normally be upset about this because Cass clearly has something going on the side.
Clearly.
But in all fairness
ain't
to
fooling
Cass,
nobody,
we have both seen the shirt that Spyro designed and she has not. So I feel like we kind of got a side thing going on too.
Yeah, fuck you both.
I'm not going to be mad about this one. Hey, fuck you, Cass. I was just saying I wasn't going to be mad about it.
But she knows what it is, though. Like, she's aware. We're not hiding any cards. You know? That's bullshit.
Do I, though?
Cass isn't hiding it either, though, because Chris and Cass are implying that there's a side deal.
I feel like Carly's in on this side deal too. I think this is.
I'm
I think it's a
out.
conspiracy. I think it's more than a deal. I think it's a conspiracy.
I'm not involved in the conspiracy. Whatever it is, I'm probably supportive, but I'm not in it.
There will be an investigation launched.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
100%. 100%. Investigation be launched.
That's fine.
Chris, I don't know what the hell you're talking about here. All right. The Conjuring was thrown upon me. I had nothing to do with this. I'm being attacked. All right. I'm probably going to end up watching Annabelle next week. I fully understand that. I'm aware.
I mean, honestly, the Annabelle thing, like, I don't, like, why aren't we doing TC3?
I've been kind of like wondering, but I've kept quiet, Rob.
All right. I mean, I get it. It's all the part of the TCU, so it's fine. You know, it still makes sense, but
we should go in chronological order.
Yeah, no,
right?
and we do have to get up to last rites because Mikey is missing some like huge ping pong action.
Oh yeah, there's some hot ping pong action in fucking last rites.
Super sweaty, super sweaty.
Oh my god,
Rob, I want to remind you, as much you like my suffering, we've seen what happened with the ring. Do you really want to stand aside and let this go this far?
There's only 4 of them. You're acting like it's infinite.
I'm going to be watching fucking Annabelle next week, Carly.
I mean, also, like, I kind of wish we had gone in chronological story order and started with the nun.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean?
No, you don't.
And gone that
He's
way.
giving ideas.
I've never watched,
He's throwing out good ideas right now.
I've never watched TCU in that order.
But you don't, though.
I haven't either.
All right, Rob. You know what? When we're sitting here and every month just delving into another shitty Conjuring universe movie, I want you to keep this same energy. You have to watch them too. You're not even watching them with me. You don't get to watch me watch them. This is going to go down the ring road quick.
I might join you guys on Discord to watch these.
I'm not going to watch this with you. You don't get that. Fuck you. No.
If you ever fucking ask me, you never ask me, you dickheads.
I literally asked you to watch a movie with us the other night and you said no. In fact, I believe you said fuck you afterwards too.
What movie?
I don't remember. You wouldn't have
I mean,
liked
that
it.
does sound like me, but
you wouldn't have liked it. But still, I offered. I'm not going to watch this with you. I'm not going to give you that satisfaction. Absolutely not.
That would make it easier for me if you did.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not going to do it. Make your decision. This is going to be a dark road. We've been down this before, Rob.
You're just being a dick. No.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know if there's anything I could do to stop it anyway. There's clearly a conspiracy afoot.
We got to team up, dude.
It's Cass and Carly and Chris. There's a conspiracy. It's the 3 C's. They got a conspiracy.
C's. That is true. Yeah. It's 3 C's.
Yep.
Yeah. And Spyro's in there too, undoubtedly.
No, he's not.
I don't believe that.
He can't be in there because his name's not a C. It's only C names.
Yeah, but he jumped on the Conjuring thing, dude. He'll do it again. You know, I'm telling you, Rob, the move is to surprise everybody. Me and you team up, dude. We fight back against this shit. We've been down this road. We know how this goes. We got to stop it.
I know, but there's something about me and you teaming up that just feels so dirty and wrong.
I agree.
It has never happened in the history of anything.
I agree, but the NWO worked. You know what I'm saying? It works real good.
Yeah, but you know what, though? You know what makes a really good sandwich? A couple of C's with the R smack dab in the middle of it all. So just saying.
I'm not worried about that, Rob. Rob will never deal. He wouldn't be able to deal with you. No, not all he is. But Rob, I'm just saying, me and you, think about it. You know, I'm going to leave that there.
There's no conspiracy, though.
There's a conspiracy somewhere. And I am going to subpoena all of your phone records and everything.
I don't want to see what's on Chris's phone. That's your job to look through that.
Yeah, Chris, you can keep your phone.
Yeah,
I'll get anything I need off the other two. It's fine.
All right. Well, you know what? There's going to be an investigation launched. There's a lot of community shit going on. New listeners are so confused.
It's just the people coming together. There's not even a calculated conspiracy.
All right. But an investigation will be launched. And Rob, I will ask you again at that point what you want to do. And I'm going to leave that there. Cliffhanger for everybody.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. Next message.
Next message is from LJ.
Oh, wonderful.
What's up, Slasher Radio? Let's cut right to the chase. Michael, do I have your trust now? Told you I was a man of my word and that I had your back. Or am I waiting for the ultimate Hulk Hogan heel turn? Guess you'll find out, or maybe you won't. Cass, iconic movie pick. The Rocky Horror Picture Show is one of my favorites. The song, Damn It, Janet, lives rent-free in my head. Guys just saying my birthday is June 16th. What you guys need is a pick from LJ. Have a good one, guys. LJ out.
No. That's what we need.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. You know what I'd really like is to watch a movie picked by LJ.
But was LJ the one that nominated Scream 7 for movie night?
Yes.
Yeah.
And didn't show up?
And didn't show up, yeah.
Yeah. Never, ever would I need that, LJ. Look, I'm not going to say it's completely off the table. Depending on what's happening around that time, maybe we could do that. I mean, and not for nothing too, LJ. Patrons have rallied for their birthday. I think that's happened before. So either way, maybe.
Yeah, you can use that as a rallying cry for the Patreon pick. Also, I think June is typically when we try to do murder by numbers, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember. Is that the thing it's kicked around so often?
Yeah, it's been kicked around. Well, it got kicked around because we did it once in October, and then we're like, oh, that's a bad idea because October is really fucking busy for us.
Sometimes, allegedly.
Yeah. So then we moved it to June, and then that October was dead. Remember, that was the year we had nothing.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, look, I owe 2 people apology. And I said, if this was the outcome of this whole Conjuring 2 nonsense, if they kept to their word and they didn't nominated something else, because sitting it out fucks me too, so you had to nominate something else. They said they wouldn't. And you know what? I didn't believe them. This goes out to Greg and LJ, 2 people that I never thought I would ever apologize to for anything.
I love it at Gabagool.
Sorry, I was wrong. 100%. Greg and LJ stuck to their word.
What an ass kisser.
Yeah, to be fair, I was feeling very let down by their choices.
Just called taking accountability, Canada. What do you mean I ain't kissing nobody's ass? I owe them an apology. I'm giving it to them.
You're kissing their ass so that next week when the next round of fucking votes go up, you're good.
Yeah.
I have not met an ass that Cass's lips haven't been on, and I'm getting called an ass kisser. It's unbelievable. I'm issuing the apology deserved.
I do think, first of all, you did the right thing there, Mikey.
Right.
But also, where's my apology?
What?
For having to put up with you for all these years. Where's my apology?
Yeah, where's my apology for the last year?
I'm a gift, all right? You're both welcome, is what I'll say to you. But no, I have my doubts, man, and I feel bad for it. I genuinely do. But at the same token, I'm sure you 2 gentlemen can understand with the things that you do to me and say to me about horror movies, why I could have doubt. But nonetheless, you gave me your word, and I didn't believe you, and I was wrong. I don't know what else to say. There you go. I promised an apology, and I gave one. Gentlemen, right, Rob?
This is a stand-up move. I still think I should get one, though, too.
Did he have anything else in there, LJ?
I wasn't listening.
You liked Rocky Horror. All right, you got one right.
Oh, yeah, how you feel about that, Mikey?
I don't know. But you got a broken clock. All right, leave LJ alone on that one. But yeah, always good to hear from LJ.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Next message.
The next message is from Leah. Nice way to make up for the power rankings, Rob. Championship emoji. Rob is known as the fish fucker.
Wow.
What the fuck did I do? What happened?
That's the message.
What did I do?
I don't know.
A message.
Like, normally, I know what I did. I don't know. I got nothing for that, Leah. I don't know what I did, but all right. Fuck it. Fuck you.
Maybe you said something nice about Leah in some capacity.
I can't imagine.
I know it's hard to believe, but I don't know. You did something that Leah liked.
I don't know I don't know if she liked it. She called me a fish fucker. I don't think she liked it. That didn't seem very nice. That didn't seem like, hey, we're friends now. Leah has been, I will say, for the last 6 months to maybe even the last year, really back and forth with me. Like, there'll be times where I'm like, hey, you know what? I think me and Leah are becoming friends. And then, bam, she'll do some crazy shit like this. I don't even know what you're referring to, Leah, but whatever I did, I'm not sorry for it.
See, look at that. Look at that. All right. I like it. Yeah, I like that. He is a fish fucker. Shape of Water.
Best movie ever made.
Anybody else have anything to be said about this? It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I was going to say there's not really anything to add to that. It's just, it is what it is.
You could approve.
I felt neutral, but I did not get what she meant by fish fucker until you said Shape of Water. I was like, what is she talking about?
Yeah. All right. Good job, Leah. Hell of a deal. Next message.
The next message is a text message from Godzilla.
For fuck's sake.
Hello, Slasher Radio family. Well, Rob. Tell me how you feel, LOL. I'm 32 years old, and I'm old enough to celebrate with you guys on the episodes.
You're a child.
Also, I agree with Alien being the best in the franchise. Rob, We know I'm always going beat Twilight, let die and burn already.
No.
LOL. Rocky Horror was definitely ahead of its time and well deserved in the horror community.
No.
Sincerely, Godzilla, the ultimate Twilight killer.
Rob, how do you feel that he signs his name every time to Twilight?
It's fine. I mean, I get it. Like, you know, I would hate it, but also I kind of like there's a level of petty that I admire. You know what I mean? And I feel like he's there, like with that. Like, I'm like, yeah, all right, because I would do that too. You know what I mean?
It's a hell of a move, dude.
Yeah, like I couldn't get mad at it because I would do it too. You know, it's like when we talked about Chris nominating himself for the Hall of Fame. I was like, I kind of like that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't really bother me because I would do the same thing.
All right. Yeah. What all? I completely just blanked.
I don't know. When are you going to show me how to ban him from Discord, Mikey?
I told you, dude. If he goes, Sean goes.
I said there are some sacrifices I'm willing to make. I am willing to sacrifice Sean.
All right, so work up the nerve to remove Sean, then you can remove Godzilla. How about that?
No, I wouldn't do it myself.
Nah, you gotta do it.
No, I'll take out Godzilla, no problem. But
Godzilla also grown ass man in his 30s. All right, didn't know 30s,
that. Whatever.
And yeah, he's on the side of Rocky Horror, dude, ahead of its time, 100%.
No, he's wrong about that. I mean, all right, you know what? I'll give the movie that it was ahead of its time. All right, I can't take it from that. It's still a shit movie, but
how dare you? All right, well, that's the end of the text messages, but we do have a voicemail. We're not supposed to get any of these. This is the last time. Done
Except
after
Sean.
this. No, especially Sean. Done after this. Finish.
Send all the voicemails, please.
Let's hear what this one is.
Slasher Radio. It's LJ with just one simple message. Gaba Ghoul Mikey.
Okay.
Is that it? That's the whole thing?
That's literally the entire fucking message.
What the hell has this show become, man?
You see what I'm saying?
What are we doing?
It's really
like, why do we do this every week? Why do we do this? What are we doing?
You see what I'm saying? You just got called a fish fucker, and now I got that. Like I said, Rob, we've been down the road. We know what this road is. We know what it looks like. Look at this.
Sometimes something will happen, and I'll kind of step back and look at the big picture.
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck do we get here? Like, what is happening? Like, all right. I mean, look, first of all, LJ, I don't know. You said your phone got fixed, but it ain't any better than that fucking can tied to a string you had before, because that was awful. And, you know, look, I appreciate the sentiment. I do. It's just normally it's tacked on at the end of something else.
Right. What the hell's going on here? LJ, I just apologized to you.
Yeah, look at that. How you feel about that? See, you should have apologized to me instead.
No, that's not true. LJ still was a man of his word and he deserved the apology. But that's what I'm saying. Like, now we should have started over now, LJ. That's how you mend things, how you move forward. Now we can rebuild Russell Brand. Like, come on, dude. It's unnecessary. That's why I call him a bastard.
No, and I get your frustration. That's what I was just saying about Leah. I've been going through the same thing with Leah.
We got to team up, dude. See?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all on us now. Cass is over there squeaky clean. You're going to let that happen?
No, Cass is over there with her little group, the 3 C's, plotting some sort of weird conspiracy.
We have to stop it.
I do really like this new 3C conspiracy that's building. It's a good one.
We can definitely accomplish a lot, the three of us.
Chris is going to be the VP. Chris is the president. Mm-hmm. Carly's the VP, and I'm the fucking treasurer.
You're the beneficiary. That's what you are. You just sit back and chill out.
You're a spy.
Right. Rob, come on.
What? Unfortunately, the problem is, Mikey, we can't really team up because we don't have the same letters in our name.
R&M's got a fucking swing to it, though, man. R&M? I even gave you first build.
Oh, yeah, of course I'm going to get first billing. You think I'm going to go into some deal where I'm not?
I don't know. I think that Rob could collude with the 3 C's.
Nah, he ain't going to do that. I'm not worried about that.
But he 100%. He should.
Mm-hmm. No. He holds no value to you guys. You have a Canadian. Like, what more can he do?
My God, Canadian, another C.
Holy shit.
Everything C. Canadian, Cass, Carly, Chris, conspiracy. It's all C's.
Better stop this, dude.
I don't know.
And then we get the biggest plot twist of them all, and Godzilla's real name starts with a C or something.
Oh my gosh, that would be crazy.
Maybe.
His name is Calvin. All right. That's the mailbag. we might have to reevaluate. Remember when I talked about splitting the show up? Doesn't sound like a bad idea now. We will be, though, right back with The Conjuring 2.
Oh, yeah.
Unnecessary.
I feel like TC2 deserves at least one.
Here we are, Conjuring 2. Carly, how long has this been going on? Over a month, right? Like a month and a half?
I think it's like just over a month. It started like the second week into Murder Madness, I think.
It's been exhausting, honestly. So yeah, over a month for sure. We are here now. Like we mentioned earlier, history was not made. We have to go over all the movies that did not make it through the voting process this week. And there were other movies.
I don't have access to the Patreon, so
you do.
I need to be informed.
No, you do. But yeah, so there were other movies, but there were 1, 2, 3.
No, you got to read them all.
All right. So let's start with the non-Conjurings then, right? Probably what we should do.
Fair enough.
The Omen was put up, and that was by Domi.
Oh, Domi broke ranks, huh?
Yeah.
All right. And The Omen, a good pick, though. I wouldn't have been mad about watching The Omen at all.
That will not be forgotten.
That's a good movie.
And keep in mind, too, Domi, I don't think she had one side or another. I think she was staying out of it and just put up a movie she likes.
Well, it's a good pick. I like The Omen a lot.
And she even said in her nomination, because it's one of my favorites. So I think Domi was just out of this one, Carly. I don't think she was picking a side one way or another.
That's okay.
Which is also what makes it so difficult. Like, how do you control that? There's nothing you can do about that. The next movie that
find out how to reach everyone.
She's got her notepad sitting right beside her as these nominations are getting put out.
I do have a notepad on my knee right now, but not a writing utensil.
That's an interesting way to go about it.
Yeah, right. The next movie that did not make it is from Greg.
I love it at Gabagool.
And he said he would not nominate TC2, and he's a man of his word, and his nomination is The Curse of La Llorona.
Oh, God. Thank God that didn't win. That is garbage.
Bad. Yeah. But it wasn't The Conjuring 2, though.
Right.
So, yeah. Leah put up TCM2, which is funny. I see what she did there. Instead of TC.
It's very funny. Also, though, does she just think we've been talking about TCM2 this whole time? You think Leah's dumb?
No,
I think she knew.
All right. I don't think she's dumb either. Leah's actually very funny. So TCM2, that is a very funny pick.
Clever. Very clever. And yet Leah honestly got the most shit for not voting. Like everyone else kind of just skated along. Leah got yelled at by Spyro, Chris, Carly.
I was more just expressing disappointment and hurt.
When it comes to our listeners, Carly, you can always count on Leah to fuck something up.
Well, Leah...
Or disappoint and hurt.
Leah did respond saying, I take my namesake very seriously, plus no one offered me a bribe.
I didn't know that she needed one. She didn't express that she wasn't on board at any point. Had I known, I would have stepped in.
I think we need to take a pause in this for a second. Let Carly go get a pen or to go with her paper so she can really make these notes.
I mean, it's a hell of a move.
That is. It's very funny. Yeah, out here on Front Street, just going, hey, I'm for sale too, bitches. Nobody stepped up.
This is what happens. Yeah, I mean, it's a gangster move. LJ put up not The Conjuring, man of his word, but he did put up Annabelle.
All right. He's a week early.
Yeah, that was my only complaint. Well, other than him not doing it, of course.
Yeah.
But I was like, but we're doing Annabelle next week.
Oh, see, this conspiracy, they already know. They already know what we're doing next week, Mikey.
Well, that's open discussion, and they've been saying that for a while now. Chris is pushing Annabelle for next week in the Discord, everything.
I was going to say, pretty much since the TC2 campaign came to fruition, Chris was pretty immediately piggybacking and using Annabelle.
All right. Maybe that's on me. I don't pay attention to the Discord.
He wanted to double down, but he had just as much hopes. Like, I feel like he feels like, meaning Chris, his plan's a little tarnished because TC2 didn't win. But still, he's going to push through. He's Chris.
Right. Well, yeah. He said Chris has never quit on anything in his life.
Never.
He's a very dedicated man, and I respect that.
100%. And yeah, LJ got a little bit of shit too. Spyro X, how a post could be deleted. He's trying to hack Patreon. Spyro fucking Aussies over there.
All right.
Rob knows how to hack and rig votes, so just ask him next time, Spyro. Very good at deleting votes.
He explained Annabelle is the tangential vote or something. I don't know what the fuck Chris is looking into this so deep. I don't even know what the words he's using. But yeah, he pointed out that it's supposed to be next week. So this is a mess.
I'm beginning to think we don't have a lot to fear from the conspiracy, Mikey.
Hey, this is just early days, all right?
That's scary. That's a scary thing to say.
This is like right now we're at like grassroots level, but like soon we're going to get into like super PAC level campaign stuff.
I'm looking forward to that. But yes, we did have a bunch of the Conjuring 2 votes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. In fact, I apologize if I missed one because there was a lot to go through. Yeah.
I was really hoping you'd just read it. The Conjuring 2, The Conjuring 2, The Conjuring 2, The Conjuring 2. All right.
The other movies that did not win or picks that did not win. The Conjuring 2, 2016 by EYERCHRIS. The Conjuring 2, 2016 by One Mecha Spyro. You can check him out on Twitch. He's a horror streamer.
And a wonderful t-shirt designer.
A wonderful t-shirt designer, but also an asshole. You know, just saying. Shit, all those things. Aussie terms. The Conjuring 2, 2016 from one Tim Davis.
This goes out to the Dummies of Horror podcast. Fuck you.
Oh, look at Tim getting in there.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I kind of
that one surprised me too.
Wasn't sure. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah. The Conjuring 2, 2016 from Nate. That one hurt.
Good on you, Nate. Good
that
on
one
you.
was big too. That was a big.
That was a swing state. Yeah. There you go. That when I seen Nate put it up, I was terrified. I was like, oh no. No one else had not yet at that point in time. Yeah. I think LJ was the first. And dude, I was watching it like a presidential poll. Like it was insane. Like I just kept watching.
Like waiting for the results.
It's over. the one state swung. It's over. Yeah, it was crazy. There's more though, if you could believe it. The Conjuring 2, 2016, Morgue.
Morgue got in there too. Look at that.
Yeah.
Morgue's got hands.
Yeah. But I'm keeping notes on this, gentlemen. Just saying. And for the last one, The Conjuring 2 from 2016 from Sean.
Sean, all right.
At Sean's Horror Corner.
He's been open supporting The Conjuring.
This is another S though, dude. You can get Spy like a bunch of C's and 2 S's at the end. Sean and Spyro. It's a lot of Conjuring 2. Like honestly, this is fucking impressive. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like what happened here was so impressive.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know the ultimate goal wasn't reached, but it's super fucking impressive.
Oh yeah, bravo, Carl. Like as much as I hate it, as evil as you are, and yes, evil is the term to use. You did a fuck of a job here. Like I was terrified that this was going to be, and I started off on the yellow and the green for so long.
Yeah, I felt like you were being a little. I think you were telling yourself that. I think you knew that it was going to be bad for you.
Part of the time. At first, I meant it, but yeah, I lingered longer than I probably should have. But yeah, bravo. Nonetheless, we are here talking. The bullet I was never going to avoid. We have to watch The Conjuring 2 and now discuss said Conjuring 2. Does anybody want to go first with their opening thoughts?
I have many.
Yeah, I feel like it's a toss-up for me or Carly to go last on this one.
All right.
I kind of think maybe you should go first, Mikey.
Yeah, you go first.
You want me to go first?
You set the bar for everyone. Yeah.
Okay. This is what you guys wanted. Here we are.
All right.
Conjuring 2 is a steaming pile of shit.
Oh
And as much as how I feel, that movie sucks. That franchise sucks. What the franchise did to horror sucks. But this one, rewatching it, and I've seen there's 2 Conjuring movies I haven't seen, maybe, or one, the new one. I don't remember. But either way, I've seen most of them. I've seen them several times. Like I felt this way a long time, but man, immediately after rewatching it, it is glaring of how bad this movie is and the story that it tells. And like, they're lying to viewers on such a grand scale, and it's infuriating. And I think the term to end my opening thoughts off, the term that I'm going to use a lot tonight is this movie did nothing special at all.
I have a lot to say about that.
All right, fair.
Do you want to read your book now, Carly?
Buckle up.
All right.
No, I think so. I started watching this series like in high school, and The Conjuring 2 specifically is like one of my favorite movies of all time, like top 4 favorite movies of all time. And I think that it like does a lot of special things like throughout the movie, and there's like a lot more attention to detail than like I think like some people would notice in the film. But I think that it's kind of like in its own like genre of horror because it like has such a specific vibe, and like kind of all the James Wan movies like do, because I know he does Insidious, which I don't like Insidious, but I think that it does so many things well that I think that you're unwilling to look at.
We'll get into those things. I don't, honestly, you saying that, I don't know what you're talking about. I looked for things to point out that I liked. I found one thing. So
I'm interested to see what your one thing is.
We'll get into them.
It's probably
Robert?
if the movie ended.
Well, okay, if you're going to count
The
that then
credits.
too. Yeah. That's true. Robert, how do you feel about this one?
Like, I'm in between you and Carly. Like, I don't think it's that bad. Like, this movie's not, like, I think it's a good movie, actually. I don't think it's great. I don't think it didn't change my life or nothing. But I think this is a good movie. It's entertaining enough and stuff. I mean, yeah, the movie's full of shit, but the entire franchise is full of shit. So whatever, like set that aside. And this movie's not that bad, dude. Like, I don't understand why you're so angry at it. Like, I've seen much, much worse movies than this.
Okay.
I agree.
Canada?
No, I agree with both Rob and Carly. The Conjuring franchise as a whole isn't like my go-to franchise, but I do really like the first and second films. The rest of the franchise, I don't really care to watch or see or talk about, but the first 2 films I thought highly enjoyable. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure this movie is the last in the TCU that I will say anything good about.
Yeah, it goes
The
downhill.
first 2 are definitely my favorite. I have a lot of love for the 3rd and 4th Conjuring movies. Annabelle, I like enjoy watching, but I'm not like passionate about it. But The Conjuring 2 is, I think it's better than the first one a little bit.
And that's what you were saying. Yeah.
I don't remember what I scored the first one, so it'll be interesting to see whether I scored this one higher or not. Because I do, they're both like right around that same, like I just kind of feel the same about both of them. Like I think they're both good, but
Yeah.
I don't love them. I won't go out of my way to watch them or anything.
See, the thing is, and I'm not trying to start a whole conversation about the Warrens. We did that when we talked about The Conjuring recently. We've done that, like that just comes up randomly. But the thing you said, Rob, about putting that aside, the whole movie being bullshit aside, I could get with if they didn't literally shove in our face that this is a true story, especially throughout the first 2 films. And
But I think that's just marketing.
Sure,
It is.
but you're
Like,
lying
it's just
about
butts and seats.
But you're lying, and it is. I get the Texas Chainsaw did it. It happens a lot. I understand, but they're saying this off of like highly documented. Like they're not the Texas Chainsaw expanded upon. Like yeah, a lot of it's, but the guy didn't even have a chainsaw. I understand, but they kind of just expanded on a very deep and dark idea. These movies are flat out lying and typing it out and putting it in our face.
But they do say you can get away with a lot when you say based on a true story and not like this is a true story. And it takes like one Google search to find like every shitty thing about the Warrens.
Well, yeah. I mean, and that's some dark stuff. Everybody knows it too. I don't feel we need to go over like, all of it. But I'm saying as far as just the investigations even is what I'm talking about. The first quote, not to get wrapped up in, where did it go? Oh, okay, that's literally reading my note. Okay. Ed and Lorraine Warren's investigation into the Amityville haunting sparked a media firestorm and catapulted them into the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
The Amityville horror was already a huge deal before they were involved. The media firestorm that they're referring to is everyone calling them frauds and asking them to leave, is what that firestorm actually was. And that's what catapulted them into the public eye. It's like, it's just too much. Like they were not legitimate. I don't know. They should have just came up with a fictional married couple to do this.
I feel like it's like they did like, which obviously this is way more dramatized because it's about the supernatural, but it's like people like love the Elvis movie but know that like maybe Elvis did some like shitty things.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's kind of just like they were public figures. So like I've never like Movie and Lorraine Warren are just such a different world, I feel like.
I agree to a point. Because Elvis, he did a lot of shitty things, I'm sure, but he was the rock star they were claiming him to be in the movie.
Yeah.
These guys aren't even
I
that.
feel like there are things in the movie that like do allude to the reality of the Warrens a little bit.
Here and there, sure.
Like the movie is like primarily like from their perspective, other than like what we see from the families. But like if you think about like the Warrens are like unreliable narrators. Like in the film.
And would you enjoy the movies more if they didn't say based on true events?
I would enjoy it. I would enjoy the movie more. Enjoy is a strong term, but you know what I mean. If they could still use based on a true story, but just not the Warrens. You know, like that's a big hang up for me.
But it is based like they were frauds, so they got involved with these major hauntings and then exaggerated their involvement
greatly. Right. And it's just weird. And then they made it kind of part of the story at the beginning, you know, because a lot of shit came out about the Warrens when The Conjuring was a big deal, the first movie. And they had them on that television show getting called out. And it's like they kind of tried to prove, no, this is what they really did. And then they turned it into with the Enfield thing. And that one was even worse. They were there a day, you know, like it's just, it leaks into misinformation, and that's what is a real hang up for me. If it was a fictional, like just make up characters and put them in their place, I'd be much happier. But then the movie will roll, and I have a whole nother list of problems.
Well, I can't. You're trying to tell me that Ed Warren didn't sing just like Elvis?
God damn it.
I feel like he definitely did.
He might have. Look at how good looking he is in the movie, too.
Yeah, he was so handsome and he sang just like Elvis. I don't understand the problem, Mikey. Clearly, that's true.
And kind of to leak into, to go off of what Carly was saying, but also kind of lead, it still has to do with the Warrens, but it's also more about story. They tied them into the second one. And this, I do not like the second one at a scale decently higher than the first. Like, I don't like the first movie. I don't like any of these movies. I really don't like the second one. Yeah, I know, Carly, but it's true though.
It's so good. It's the best one.
But then they tied Lorraine.
Fictionalized so much more of it though. Like they were only there for one day, so they were more creative in this one.
But then they tied Lorraine into like these visions of things, which I didn't really like.
But she claimed to be clairvoyant, like the real person. That's one of the things I like about the second one, is I feel like they nailed the sweet spot between how much they showed of the family's haunting and how much they showed of like the Warrens, like kind of like following the plot of like their relationship, sort of, or like just them specifically as characters.
Rob, how you feel about all that?
About what, the Warrens?
No, we moved on. The way they use them in this movie, Lorraine getting these visions, and you know, like the characters themselves in this film.
Yeah, but yeah, like Carly said, she did claim to be clairvoyant. Like she claimed that she saw that stuff. So if they put it in the movie, fine. I mean, whatever. I mean, that to me is like the least egregious of the way they grandize the Warrens in these films. You know what I mean? Sure. She actually claimed that. So if you're going to make a movie about them, then show it. Fine. I don't really have a problem with that.
No, sure. I'm not saying as far as the Warrens. I'm saying as far as how it functioned in the movie, it felt super lazy. Like it just felt like
I don't know. She's just your average Joe clairvoyant.
It feels like a cop out in these situations, though, and it might be because I'm a fan of the more traditional style of like a paranormal movie.
But that's what really happened in these cases. She got these visions.
No, it's not though. That's the other side of it. But we're not going back into that though.
I know, but it's my favorite bit to run through. It's how the accuracy of these movies is my favorite bit to run through when we cover any of them. So
how could you not? It's glaring.
You say it with like the perfect tone.
Yeah. No, it doesn't bother me. Like
no,
it's fine. I mean, it's established in the first movie that doesn't she have visions in the first movie too?
Yeah, she does.
I mean, so she has visions in this one.
Beach photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they went ham with it on this one, dude.
But it's because they're getting more into the Warrens. Like the story transitions from following like the first one where it's like mostly about the family, and it's like you see more of the Warrens in the second one, and then by the third one it's like I would say more than half of the Warrens, and then like by the last one it's about the Warrens, and then like the actual haunting is just a subplot.
Yeah, dude, the last one, the haunting hardly even exists in the movie.
Yeah, like it's about the Warrens. It's about like it is about them, like the family. But you just have to take them as fictional characters. Like these aren't the real Warrens.
I get it. And they've become that. But early on in the franchise, it's hard to do that. However, movie in that the last one is, it's much easier to separate the two. Carly, speaking to you as a Conjuring fan, though, is that something you wanted to see? Because that, to me, sounds like a misstep. And keep in mind, this coming from me, I don't give a shit about this story, so like I'm not invested. I don't care. That's why I'm asking you. But, you could point to like Saw when they moved on from Amanda and Kramer, and it was too soon and it kind of ruined the franchise. It's kin to that distant down the road, How do you feel as a Conjuring fan? Do you think that was a move that Conjuring fans wanted? Ed and Lorraine story. Full on.
I don't know how I guess the majority of Conjuring fans would feel, but whenever I say I love the Warrens, I mean the Conjuring Warrens, not the real ones. Sure. Purely as characters, as fictional characters. Fair. I am one of the people that always makes the joke that the Conjuring is actually a horror romance. Because of Ed and Lorraine Warren. So I like that it follows their story more.
I think it's one of the great disservices that this franchise does, is they get further away from focusing on the actual hauntings and more focused on the Warrens, because it aggrandizes these people, and a lot of people who see these movies don't know. So they just assume that that's the truth.
Yeah. That's a big problem too. But again, that goes into what we were talking about earlier. But it's true though. It's misinformation.
I guess for someone that a viewer that can separate it or does their own research, it gives you a different experience. So I guess because I had heard of the Warrens before, because I would listen to paranormal podcasts and stuff, and already knew about, their stuff,
sure.
I was able to separate them. I was oh, this is fictional.
And I can totally see that, and you're invested in the story. So you really are invested in these characters. I'm not, Rob's not. Cass, I don't think is super invested.
Not really.
Right. You're a Conjuring fan though. So that's very different for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Cass, it didn't bother you at all how they were utilized here?
It does and it doesn't, because if you really want to deep dive and, get the nitty gritty behind it, yeah, you're going to be pissed off and unhappy with how things were portrayed and executed, but it's a movie. At the end of the day, it's not a documentary on the Warrens. It's a movie that they're doing based off of shit, in air quotes. And, I think that putting that aside, that's why I wanted to ask you, if you put the whole Ed and Lorraine real life stories and all of that stuff behind and separate that from the film and talking about the film and just thinking these are characters that are based off of this movie, not in real life characters, what would your opinion change on it and how you feel?
I can't separate it.
You can't separate it at all?
I can't separate it with these characters named Ed and Lorraine Warren. I cannot separate it. But
so
I could,
what if their names were
right.
Mary and James?
100%. Yeah, I would be happier for sure. But that's my hang up.
But when I go into these movies, I can separate it. It annoys me later when I think about it. But as I'm watching the movie, I don't really think that much about it. And I do sort of judge them as just movies. And I think that's why I think the first two are good. Mm-hmm. Beyond that, though, they become real garbage. But no, like tonight, a lot of stuff we talk about with the movie. I mean, I just judged it like I would any other movie. But yeah, watch when I think about it later, I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Moving from that, getting into it was when exactly was it was short into the movie. When you really start getting into the house, and another problem that I have with the Conjuring movies, and it was worse in this one than the original, is they jumped, and it got worse as the franchise went on. They just jump right into so much activity. And I wanted to know if that got what?
I like that they do that.
See, Is it me? Because again, I'm more traditional paranormal movie. The slow build.
I agree with that. I'm on Mikey's side with that one. I'm more of like the slow burn.
Yeah.
Leading up to like the big moment in the film.
I just think that there are like movies that obviously like works for, but I just feel like with the more like mainstream horror that like sometimes it's okay to get like right into the haunting, because then I feel like it does something big and then it slows down for a minute.
It's also speaking to different generations too, you know, we're older old. Generation that we're older, right? So like we would appreciate a movie like say The Blair Witch, for instance, with that slow burn building to that moment, and have like a really dope last half an hour of like shit just going batshit. And with the newer generation and like the quote unquote people say TikTok generation, that after 20 minutes, if they don't start seeing something popping up on their screen or jumping in their face or creeping them out, they're bored.
Yeah.
So I feel like James Wan and like his horror movies as a whole like really resonate better to like a newer generation of horror fans versus us who prefer, you know, more traditional slow burn.
That's also like the horror, like it was like it came out in 2013 and I like the first one and I was 13. So like that was like when I really first was like getting into horror movies. So it was like a horror movie like I saw the second one in theaters.
Not to mention, and I want to get Rob's thoughts on this, but real quick too, Rob, not to mention, that's kind of what paranormal movies are supposed to be. They build up, like they're building off of, you know, whatever energy they're getting and their climate, you know, like all that stuff. Rob, how do you feel about that?
This isn't that. That's the thing.
No, it's not.
That's just not the kind of movie this is. This isn't just a paranormal movie. That's the thing about these movies, because they do also focus on the Warrens. If they had a slow build in these movies and they focused on the Warrens, this thing would be 4 hours long.
Yeah.
So they have to get into the meat of the haunting faster, so then they can get and build up, and so we can all know what heroes the Warrens are by the time the movie's over.
Yeah,
and that's also why they like show you like the news clippings and stuff, or like the montage kind of moment of like whatever family is being haunted like suffering, is because there's a like in these haunting stories anyways, all those like little things, it would just be weeks of like a couple footsteps at night, like before like anything like really progressed. So there's just stuff that they don't like have to show, I feel like.
Yeah, but that I get what you guys are saying. Like I see it, and these are probably the reasons they did it. All three of you.
Think of it this way. To me, this is less of a traditional paranormal movie like you're talking about, and more of a paranormal investigation movie. So it plays out more like a police procedural. Like watch Law and Order, any episode of that, and the murder happens before the credits open, right?
But I don't like that though. And that's paranormals.
Right, but this isn't a traditional paranormal movie. It's about a paranormal investigation. It's more like a police procedural than it is anything else. And that's why it plays out that way.
But we had the conversation with paranormal movies and demonic, you know, that we did a list at some point, right? This kind of falls under that. What do you think about each one though? Like, do you prefer this style or a traditional build?
Oh, either one's fine with me. Either, I think you can tell an effective story either way.
Yeah. It's just a different, like, pacing, essentially.
Yeah. I don't mind it, but I personally prefer more of a slow build. But I don't mind this. I find when you kind of compare the Insidious movies to this, like the Conjuring movies, I find the Conjuring movies more of a slow burn compared to Insidious. I feel like Insidious is like jump scare in the first 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this was too.
I just think the way it's set up is like different.
I feel like it's not. And in the first one, I'll give you that. And I think I mentioned that when we talked about it, because I say the gates of hell open so often when, you know, given the Conjuring movie shit. And it's very true later in the franchise, but it started so much earlier because the first one, they had a build in there. They had, you know, all those things. And I was like, oh, okay, this one didn't really get to the shit as quickly as I thought it would, but it did here very quickly.
Right. But as Carly said, the first one was a story more focused on the family. That was more of a traditional paranormal movie than this one is.
Mm-hmm. I prefer the first one over this one.
The first one's better than this one, but it's not saying much. Sure.
I love this one. If you look at my letterbox, it's in my top 4.
Oh, dear Lord, Carly. All right, that's a little crazy.
I love it, guys. But it's like, I'm sure that there's like Mikey, you saw like Scream like in theaters. right?
Yeah.
Like it was like
No,
one of
I'm
your
not
like
that
early
old.
horror movies. This is like mine.
God damn, Carly.
Hey,
Holy
I
shit.
saw Scream in theaters when I was in college,
Wait,
you fucker.
I thought you said you did. What did you see coming out? Blair Witch or something?
I'm not even that old.
Oh, sorry.
I saw
God
Blair Witch in
damn.
theaters too. In
I
college,
thought
I
Scary
think.
Movie
Fuck
4
you.
in the theater.
Yeah, no, I seen Scary Movie 3, I think, in the theater. Yeah, I did. So I'm like that around that time. Carly just threw a bunch of years at me.
I saw the original Scary Movie in
Talked
theaters.
about it. Maybe it's just because you love Scream so much.
Maybe. Also,
that
Rob,
got
I
it
think,
mixed
has
up because
talked
I
about
did
it.
think that you like said some because I think you've called it nostalgic or something.
Probably, possibly. But yeah, not Scream. Rob also has, you've seen Scream in the theater, right? The
I
original?
saw all the stuff you guys mentioned in theaters.
God damn.
I saw Scary Movie 1 in theaters. I saw Scream in theaters when I was in college.
Well, so what was your like sentimental horror movie that you remember going to see in theaters, Mikey?
Scream 4.
Okay,
Jesus
so
Christ.
and it's a sequel. Yours is Scream 4, mine is The Conjuring 2.
That's crazy.
But
That's
that
crazy.
is the reality though. Like how you feel about Scream 4 is and like how like Cass and Rob fight you on it is like how I feel about The Conjuring 2.
Well, keep in mind too, I've seen a lot of bad movies in the theaters as well.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I was
that's how
able
I
to
felt
point
about
those out.
I saw Jason Takes Manhattan in theaters.
In fact, I seen this movie in theaters and I said, oh, fuck, this is bad. So
But, okay, I feel like you say I do have to argue with it's like you say there's nothing redeeming about it, but there's like technical stuff in the movie that is like really good, like when you
Sure.
get into it.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, undoubtedly. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at my notes. Like, for the most part, everything I wrote down was positive except for two things.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, three things, but one of them was just a joke about Ed Warren, so.
We didn't get to that one yet?
Yeah, not yet, but
nice.
Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. I'm going to try not to force all of them in here. But the first thing I wrote down really does irritate me, and that is how they set this movie. I believe at the end of the first one and the beginning of this one, they set it up like this is going to cover the Amityville haunting. And then it just goes straight away to something else. And that pisses me off every time.
Yeah.
That's so cheap.
I also had that wrote down to that note too, because that is supposedly one of the biggest cases they dealt with, or one of the biggest paranormal demonic cases, that a lot of people know about. And for them to kind of just tease it in a little bit and then just not actually follow through with a movie based off of that haunting is a little bit of a slap in the face.
I do.
I would have rather them
like a rights thing.
I was wondering the same thing, Carly, because it is a book.
Yeah, it's like a book, and there's like multiple like movies, which I know Amityville isn't owned, right? I think you guys might have talked about that.
Now
but when you get into the actual story and stuff, there might be rights issues.
Yeah.
You can
They're
make
playing
Amityville
too close to home.
You can make any movie and call it Amityville whatever you want, because Amityville's a place and nobody can own that name.
Yeah.
But so nobody can own the Amityville name, but the actual story itself, that might get into a little, although it's news.
Yeah.
I don't know. Get Larry Zerner on the phone, Mikey. Let's find out. I don't know
I
enough
honestly
about
would have
it, but-
preferred if they just alluded to it in a passing conversation than opposed to like showing us that opening scene where you see the windows.
Yeah, they do like a montage.
You don't even need to like just have it in passing, like showing the windows. That you don't even need to have context of what that is. If you're a horror fan, true crime fan of paranormal, if you see that shot of those windows, you know exactly what the story is going to be about. So
for sure.
it's just like, why allude to that and then just completely take it away? Just I would have rather it in passing of conversation or not happen at all.
But they literally set it up at the end of the first movie. By
Yes.
saying they're going to a case in New York or whatever.
Yeah.
We all know what they're talking about. And so then you're like, oh, cool, we're going to get an Amityville movie. That's awesome. And then it opens with 3 minutes of a seance or something in the house, supposedly. And then boom, they're off to something else. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cheap bullshit.
Yeah, they did that. I do really like that scene though with Lorraine walking through and not actually holding the gun, but like doing the like miming the action. I like that scene a lot.
But see,
and I would
go ahead, Carly. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I had like a technical note about that where like I really love how they like did the color grading in that scene, because like it's all like very dark, but if you like take like a color picker, like if you take a still from it and you like extract the color, it's not like very gray or like brown. It's a lot of like greens and blues. So it's like very pretty to look at.
That's fair. That's fair. But them using the Amityville at the end of the first one and starting off this one, it's literally propaganda. And not to bring up the Warrens again, but that's why they did. They're lending credibility to their.
I mean, they're dead. What are they getting out of it?
No, I'm saying for their movie. You know, like for them to be like, this is real. Look, Amityville. You guys know Amityville. Look, it's real.
They weren't dead
feel
at
like
the
that's
time
what
the
that
movie
is.
came out, or at least Lorraine wasn't.
But
I think I think that Ed died way before the movie ever.
I think he did too, but Lorraine was around.
Yeah, Lorraine was around
like the
because
first one.
she's in the first one. She actually, I looked this up earlier when I was watching the movie. She died in 2019, I think.
Damn, so she was actually around for this one to come out too.
Yeah, but I don't think they care about the people. They're just trying to give credibility to their story and their movie.
Yeah.
You know, which is a selling point.
Actually,
and that's why they
she
do
passed. Sorry to cut in for a sec, but she passed April 18th, 2019. So she passed just this past Saturday. Well, a couple years ago, though.
That's crazy.
But
also,
good timing.
I was looking it up because it's very interesting. The Amityville thing, more than likely, The Conjuring never doing Amityville was a licensing issue.
Yeah, I figured. I feel like the plot is like that. It would be too similar.
Yeah, but I feel like if they're going to do that, then just having the line at the end of the first movie is enough. You don't need to bring it back in this one.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's like they alluded to it at the beginning of this film to get people in the seats.
Yeah.
You know?
So
they did with fucking Scream 7.
The licensing issue doesn't really lie within Amityville itself as much as it is the story of the Lutz family, which does make sense. And if you're going to do it, you have to do it through and through.
Yeah.
Like, you can't bullshit it. So they're very interesting, though. No, but I wouldn't care, though, dude. Like, it honestly would. And I live near the Amityville house. I like the Amityville horror movies a lot. Probably
You've sent me a photo of the house, the Hoos.
Yeah, I've been there to the Hoos several times. Like, I'm
like
all
the one
American
with,
burger.
Ryan Reynolds.
What?
Oh God,
We don't talk about Ryan Reynolds.
You like the one with
the Ryan Reynolds one?
I do.
Oh,
I don't
stop
take it. I don't take it seriously or nothing, but it's something fun to throw on and watch. You know, like, it's not great.
Seriously, Mikey.
Oh, that movie is way better than this. Yeah, that's right. I said it. The Ryan Reynolds Amityville horror
Not in the world I'm living in.
is light years better than, I'm talking by a margin of any of the Conjuring movies. Rob, how do you feel about that?
No, I would
That's
put
crazy.
I would put that one. I haven't seen that one in a long time, so I'm just going off memory, to be fair, but I would put it on right around the same area as I would The Conjuring and TC1 and TC2.
Ryan
Now
Reynolds
the original,
shirtless, dude. Come on now.
original Amityville horror is way, way above all that, though.
The fucking flies.
The original's awesome.
I don't think I've seen the original.
Oh, it's an amazing 70s horror movie.
I will
Like,
totally watch it. I love
Yeah.
haunted house movies. So
Look at this for timing. Sorry, I'm just like, things happen for a reason. This is the reason why we're talking about this. But the Amityville horror with Ryan Reynolds came out on April 15th, 2005.
that's so weird. They're all April.
Everything's
wild.
lining up perfectly. The Sea Conspiracy.
God
The
damn it.
universe was just waiting for Mikey to watch The Conjuring too.
But in fact, hold on. When was the 15th? The
Like,
15th is
2
the
days
day.
after my birthday.
It was the day the voting went up.
Oh my god!
It was dawn that day. That's crazy. What the fuck? Rob, we got to stop
And
this.
and voting closed on the day that Lorraine Warren passed a couple years ago.
Oh, my God.
Carly's a witch.
It's too much.
I think she's a witch. There's no
Of
way
the
all this
bitch.
happens. Good God. Okay, let's get to my biggest, ultimately, the reason that I really, really can, with my whole chest, say these movies are garbage and stand on it. And especially, the hype that they get. This movie did nothing special. I don't understand how The Conjuring, Insidious is very popular, but The Conjuring is beloved. And if it was just one of those franchises that put out this style of movie and just existed, fine. But I don't understand how it became so beloved by not really doing anything special. What did they do extraordinarily well in this movie?
I don't know.
Created
I
a
don't
doll.
I don't really have a great answer for that, which may be why I don't think it's a great movie. But I do think, you know what I mean? I think it's a good movie. I will say the London Calling is one of the best needle drops ever. It's so awesome.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Yeah, like when that song kicked in, I was like, "Oh, sweet, this movie's going to be awesome." I mean, then the rest of the movie happened, and it wasn't quite awesome, but it's great. So I will give it to the needle drops.
I think this movie also just like I think did it come out after Insidious or before?
After.
I think that like James Wan got like a little more polished between like Insidious and The Conjuring or The Conjuring 2. And I think that he I'm like
3 years later, to be
yeah,
exact.
like 3 years later. Like,
Insidious, Insidious is 2010, and
maybe not perfected, but it improved upon things from like the style kind of, or like the pacing like style that he does like in these movies. I feel like it like improved upon things that might have been shaky in like Insidious or like maybe the first Conjuring.
I think he slowed down his pace in the Conjuring series franchise. I don't know. When I think of the Insidious films, I just think of, right off the hop, it's fucking spooky, quote unquote.
Yeah. Well, and they want you to be afraid of Darth Maul, but
yeah,
like this is
with
more
his
like
lightsaber.
This is like a more like traditional demon too, like in The Conjuring, than like this kind of like over exaggerated version of like a demonic like realm.
But keep in mind too, we've seen the man do Saw and Dead Silence, and did he do Saw 2? I don't think he directed Saw 2. Yeah, so I mean, I much prefer his pacing in those movies than either Insidious or The Conjuring.
I think it just shows though that he can like work on like in different styles.
Oh sure, yeah, man's got range. He made Aquaman,
Yeah,
like,
so I was gonna say he made Aquaman.
Yeah, and Malignant. How do you feel about Malignant, Carly?
I do not like Malignant.
All right,
that
thank God.
one is a flop.
Thank God. All right.
Yeah, I like tried to like it, didn't.
Yeah, I just looking through my notes, the kid talking near the bed, and this is like the beginning of the movie on, but the kid talking near the bed, and then they're next to the bed, and they turn around. The little truck coming down the hallway and they're rolling back up, like just
wait. I
of it.
love that part because the fire. I think that I do maybe pay attention to things that like other people don't pay attention to, like in these movies. But like I specifically actually had a note about like I love when Billy's fire truck comes into the room and the siren is on because then immediately like one of these paranormal events happens, so it's like signaling like emergency or danger.
I don't know, dude.
It's like setting you up. And James Wan is like an intentional filmmaker, so like to me that was a very intentional choice. It wasn't just to be creepy. It's like a nod to like what is going to happen.
I could see that, sure, but I still didn't see anything, like as far as making it The Conjuring, like the way it's so beloved and the way it's looked at. It's like I keep watching these movies now and I'm like, dude, this like, how did it get to the beloved point? Like I don't see anything. Nightmare on Elm Street came with something different, like so many movies, Paranormal Activity, even whether you like it or not, it was something very different, and it came with, it's like, oh, okay, that puts it apart from, other things. That's why it stands out. Nothing here stands out to me. I feel like that's a fair statement.
It's like kind of like has shaped some of the like haunted house like movies that are coming out in more recent years. Like I think it's definitely had an influence on like how those like plot lines like ebb and flow.
Oh God, it definitely influenced the ones that came out around it. God,
yeah,
there were so
many.
And
I also think of it as like it's kind of like slumber party horror. So like it does kind of have like a like almost like unserious feel to it, but like while presenting like what is supposed to be super serious.
I can see it. And you got Valak running around. God damn.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about that, or like spark conversation on that. What are your thoughts on the design of her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
don't like, that's my one gripe I will say like with The Conjuring that I will concede on is like I feel like a lot of the like ghosts or like demons, especially Valak, looks like a Party City costume.
Big
like
time.
It doesn't look like, it looks like a person in a costume.
Yeah.
Like
it went downhill for me when you're comparing like Bathsheba in the first film to this one. Like you had a really cool creepy design, and then when you take Bonnie Aaron's Valak and you just like, because I've seen so many like progress photos of her makeup design and everything throughout, behind the scenes shit, whatever.
Yeah.
And when you look at her as a character, if you see her that when she's in the nun outfit, the makeup's done, no contacts, she's like, it doesn't have that same effect. The second that you put the contacts in, it brings a whole different personality to that character, and I don't like that. I think that your makeup, it should be as simple as possible to like prove a point. You shouldn't need something like changing the color of someone's eyes to really make it make sense. And like it to your point of like a Party City costume, literally, if you were to wear a nun outfit, throw white face paint on, put a little bit of black, around your eyes and around your mouth, and that's it. You can be her.
Yeah.
100%.
That is like my one like issue that I feel like with like the first one does the best on the effects, but like, and also like I like the like concept and creativity behind the scenes with like the Crooked Man, but he also just looks like, I feel like the CGI needed like more polish.
I was gonna say it wasn't just Valak in this movie. You had two big ass demon things, and the Crooked Man was one of them. He was even worse than her.
Well, he wasn't.
But I like them. For me, I don't always like hate if like an effect isn't the best in a movie.
Sure, but I feel like this movie, it's supposed to be, like everything's so upscaled technically and cinematography and all that stuff. The Crooked Man felt so out of place. Valak did too, but nowhere near like. And I'm not saying the concept of him is bad. Like if you were to put him in like a Clowns in the Cornfield movie, I fuck with it. But
it's a cool creature design. I wish it was executed like better.
That's so the reason why. Yeah, and that's why I'm on the same page as you, Mikey, when it comes to that. Because when I saw that character, I was like, why would you give us that, but don't give an entire movie about that character? Because he's a cool character, he's a cool design, and we get him in kind of this half-ass CGI,
and he's more just like Valak's manifestation to scare the family.
He feels unnecessary.
He does.
Like if you take that out of this movie, and it doesn't really change the movie at all. There's no reason for him to be there other than they thought it was a creepy idea. And
I think they threw that in to just be scary.
They did, I think. But they also they were planning a spin-off, another movie with just the Crooked Man. It never happened for whatever reason. So I think at that point they were looking at like, we're going to get Nun movie, we're going to get an Annabelle movie, we'll get a Crooked Man movie. You know what I mean? Like they were already starting to build this universe, and that was something else they could build around. For some reason, it never happened.
I don't know, would that have been around like COVID time maybe, and like funding dropped or something?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it had to be something creatively, because anybody would have given them money at any time to make that. You're going to make your money back. You'll be fine.
I did the Crooked Man.
Dude, as bad as these movies might be, as bad as The Nun and all that, The Nun 2 and all that shit is, these movies make money.
Nun 2.
This franchise is bankable.
The Nun 2 in the box office made $269.5 million. That's fucking crazy. Think about that.
Yeah.
These movies print money.
Yeah.
I didn't think it made that much. I knew the first one did, but I thought everyone learned their lesson. And this one like proved, okay, you can't put out whatever you want. I saw them both in
theaters.
I think also The Conjuring is beloved and has some fans that might not always overlap with like people who are really into horror, because it reaches such a wide audience.
It's a very mainstream horror that will bring in people who might normally, they're just going to the movies. They're not like, what's the new horror movie that's coming out? If there's a rom-com that looks good, they'll go see that, but
or they're like taking their date on a scary, like to see a scary movie.
Yeah.
Like,
good plan, by the way, guys. Get her to snuggle up to you. It's nice. But no, I mean, I've seen. That's why I saw them though in theaters, Mikey. It's like it's part of the conversation whether I like it or not.
I was fine being out of that conversation.
Nah, I mean, I just felt like I had to be. I saw The Nun in IMAX.
That's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate, dude.
You're an idiot. Did you pay extra for the IMAX? Or was that included?
No, I think that was when Movie Pass was around, or I had AMC.
I did
A-list or whatever. So
on the topic of this movie, though, I did have a couple of photos that I wanted to send you guys, because I thought it'd be kind of funny. Yes, I've met her, and I have her autograph.
Is it the nun, Valak?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She should be
Bonnie Aarons.
She should be. She should
be
banned
really
from
sweet.
going to cons.
But you know what, though? Seeing her in person, like, there's a very minimal makeup on her face when it comes to her playing that role as Valak versus how they did Bathsheba in the first film. So seeing her in person, I was like, whoa, like, you're like a human version of Alec.
The nun, you're a human version of the nun.
How long was
That
her
was
line?
crazy.
It wasn't that long because I think this was at Monsterpalooza in LA, back in 2018 or 19 when I was there, and it wasn't that long because I stood there and I talked with her for like 20 minutes.
Think about how much money these movies make. Like we just went over 269 million for the second movie, and her line's not that. Like it's weird. Like these, maybe because the con crowd is the bigger, like
that's
horror
the thing.
fan crowd.
Yeah, that mainstream crowd that doesn't mind going to see the new rom-com isn't buying a ticket to Monsterpalooza or whatever the fuck Cass said it was.
But it still is like, I mean, that's essentially what they are. Like you pay to have these people talk to you, like that's essentially what it is. But people are still like, I could never imagine waiting in line for this movie, for someone from this movie, but people do it. But
but
that's the true horror fan.
Because they're fans.
The line wasn't that long for her, and I guarantee you, if David Howard Thornton were at that same convention, the line would be out the door to meet with him. And
David's line's huge.
Yeah, he was at a convention here, I don't know, 2 years ago or something. There was never not a line for, like, it was always super long. And, what's the box office on the Terrifier movies combined don't come close to what the Nun 2 made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a different crowd.
It's so
Same
crazy,
thing for like Robert Englund, like I just saw on Facebook the other day, he's doing some convention and they put out a statement of like, please be patient when you meet him. The lines are going to be long. We can't guarantee that he's going to be able to meet everyone, but Robert Englund, and same with even Bruce Campbell, when I've met both of those guys, they take their time with fans at these shows, and I respect that. And so did she. I appreciate someone that will like stand and talk with you for 15, 20 minutes if you're paying for an autograph and like to interact with that person because you're a fan. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. While we are on the topic of the Nun, I do just want to say I love the scene in the Warrens' house, like, and the lighting and everything when Lorraine is having like the vision where she like writes Valak's name in the Bible, or like tears it in more so. But like that, I think like that scene is so eerie, and like when you see the shadow like traveling across the room, and I feel like it's like paced perfectly, and then I like that it lingers on the shot of like the outline of her like shadow like under the painting, and then like her hands. Like it's a good jump scare. It's a fun jump scare, and I feel like it. You don't like it? I love it.
The entire scene, I'm like, all right, here comes the jump scare. It's gonna. I thought she was gonna step out of the painting, so they fooled me by having her hands grab the paint. But I knew where it was going from jump, and I'm just waiting on it to happen. And that's the problem that this franchise runs into. The jump scares are not effective, and they're everywhere. The later we get in these movies in the TCU, it's just jump scare after jump scare after jump scare, and they're not good ones.
There was hardly any scares, period, in the third one.
I don't really remember the third one.
I don't remember the third one, really.
Yeah.
I just remember the cool, like, CGI contortion kid on the kitchen table, and that's it.
The other thing, too, that, real quick, actually, Robbie, you found, or whoever brought it up, found the one thing that I like. And the one thing that I could say, okay, that was a little special when you had the shadow step out from behind the painting. Now, the jump scare, I agree. You seen it a mile away. You're waiting for it. Like the jump scare was not effective to me. But what they did before it was very good. Like her, because it was annoying. Like we're talking about that scene isolated. Like the door closes, the light goes off. It's like, okay, normal shit. Like again, nothing special. And I'm like, fuck. But then they did that where the shadow steps out from behind that like canvas thing. I was like, oh shit. It walked away. That was really good. But then, they followed it up with the jump scare. And I was just like, God damn, like you had something there. So that was the one thing. That was it. At least I like that, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I love that scene. I think it just looks so good, but yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it cues the audience into what is happening.
It's unavoidable, right? I mean, to set up all of that, that's gonna happen, right? There's no way around it. But the thing is, something that did annoy me was how that cross or rosary or whatever Ed Warren just kept flashing at this little demon girl.
So little.
Like he would just flash it at her, and oh shit, oh fuck, and she's like the demon's gone. Girl's back in control. And that's the kind of thing that compiled with me not liking Lorraine being able to see as much as she did. Because so now you're taking shortcuts really with that. It's like, oh, okay, we're in a really tough spot right now. Cross, reset. And it's like, fuck, man, like you didn't pay any of this off. You just like skipped your way out of it and threw an Uno skip card down. It was crazy. And then you compile, okay, now they're getting the answer. So they're not getting out of these shitty situations by actually having to do anything. And now they're getting the answers to everything. That drove me crazy. This whole movie could have ended 40 minutes in if this woman would have just remembered the name she wrote down.
Not even. I would probably say about 15 minutes in, because you see Valak's name in the kitchen 2 times, and then on the bookcase another time.
Yeah,
that was one thing that I was in.
She wrote it down.
What is the point of that? What is the point of having her name on display in their kitchen?
I don't understand that, because if you saw Valak in like a kid's,
it doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, I know, but like, who in their right mind would be sitting at that kitchen table looking, like, say you're sitting where Lorraine was sitting, staring at Ed, talking to him, right behind him, it has Valak written out in like a kid's craft thing from school. Wouldn't you question that? Wouldn't you notice that it's in bright fucking colors? I would have looked at that immediately and go, what the fuck was that? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's 2 of them.
Those are just stupid Easter eggs that don't need to be there. And there is some of that stuff in these movies. Like, I made fun of the Ed Warren singing like Elvis, that scene where Patrick Wilson's playing the guitar. That scene is cheesy as hell, and we do not need it in this movie. This movie's already 2 hours and 15 minutes long. I don't need to hear Patrick Wilson sing Fools Fall in Love or whatever the hell that song's called.
Yeah.
What's that song called?
My biggest beef is like when there's something happen, and this goes for any movie and any horror movie for that matter, when something is happening that time is of the essence and people need to stop for 5 minutes to have a sentimental conversation. I just want to like yeet my phone at the TV because it pisses me off so much. You don't need to have a talk between the fucking door in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Go save the girl. You might die. Whoopty shit. But go get the girl. You're already inside. You don't need to have a conversation about it now.
It took so long for him to get into that house.
That's the name of the song.
Dude, you know how fast it would take you to take an axe to that fucking door and it'd be broken down? Minutes.
It took so long.
Also, he keeps hacking away at that door, and it's like, you don't need to get in there. You can't do anything. And Lorraine's had the vision. She knows the tree stump, that tiny little tree. Go hack at that and cut that thing down.
I immediately thought of that too. I was sitting there watching it going like, why aren't you running to the front of the house?
Yeah.
And yeah.
It wouldn't be as dramatic.
Well, the like climactic scene where he's hanging out the window holding a child over that big spiky ass tree with a $2.50 curtain rod holding them up. She runs in the room, knows the demon's name, and instead of saying it right away, she says Ed 10 times. No other word should have come out of her mouth other than the word Valak.
And that, circling back to what Mikey said earlier with like the movie should have been done, 40 minutes in, it does piss me off that it took so long for her to go, oh, let me read what I wrote in my Bible. Like, bitch, why didn't you look at that right when you did it? Like, right when that moment happened, why weren't you flipping through the pages and going, what the fuck did I just write down?
Yeah, because you just like did that while you were having one of your like supposed prophetic visions.
Yeah,
storied investigator too, by the way. And that's why it just doesn't line up, dude. It's like you're making rookie ass mistakes and you're building these characters up. Amityville Horror, this and that. Like, dude, how does she not remember? Oh, I wrote a name down. This is probably very, very, very important.
Like, it should have been something as simple as like that scene happened. She passed the book off to like one of the people that works for her. Like in the first film, they had that whole crew that would follow them around and stuff. Like, oh, please, like, go through this Bible and see what you can decipher from my chicken scratch. And then like the intern at the end of the movie goes, oh, I fucking forgot to look. Let me go grab your Bible. You know, then that would have given a better flow. But there's just so many like plot holes that you could fix so easily if you just used your brain cells.
It drove me crazy when I forgot the ending of that movie, and when I heard that, I said, "No fucking way," because that was kind of the ending of the first one, where she came, or maybe Ed did it. I don't remember, but they were just like, "Oh yeah, here's your name." It's like, okay, well, why did the chair fall? Why did we do all this?
And like, it annoys me too, because they were talking about like split personalities and hearing 2 voices and the recordings and all of this stuff, and it took them up until the end of the film where Ed drops the tapes and they make a cross and he goes, oh, this means something, for him to like clue in that.
Oh shit, that was a cross? I literally thought they made an X.
Well, an
And
X or cross.
I was so confused. I was like, why does he think that's a hint? You just dropped tapes, you idiot.
Like,
no, cross makes a lot more sense.
He's the type of guy that would think like his like little mistake of just dropping something is a sign from God.
Probably, yeah. 100%.
Drops the kids off at the pool and it's a sign from God.
Well, that's like, I think that Patrick Wilson plays Ed Warren so well because like in the movie, like movie Ed Warren is like, I mean, he's a hero, like technically, like he's the hero of the movie or whatever, like him and Lorraine are. But Patrick Wilson plays him in like such an interesting way. I feel like where like Ed Warren is a good guy, but like he knows he's a good guy. So it's kind of like gives it this like offbeat tone. Like him, like he would be the guy that would whip out the guitar and like impersonate Elvis to this like traumatized family.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
He plays him like a person that you can't be like, oh, he's a shitty guy, because he is objectively like in the movie like doing all these really good things.
Yeah.
But he's kind of an asshole about it. Like in a weird, like passive, like aggressive, nice way.
It's too much though, too, right? Like
I love how Patrick Wilson plays him because I think it's like the Warrens obviously had their hand in making the movies, but I feel like people who have like an idea, maybe like I feel like it like shows that there's like more than that they are these heroes. There's like maybe something under the surface.
See, I don't really get that, I guess. Like to me, it just seems like it's too much. Like the way it's written and everything is like they're just too good. Like they're too perfect. There's nothing wrong with them, and it's so annoying.
Yeah. And also another thing that I noticed too as I was watching this movie, I didn't realize that like the entirety of the TCU is just them alluding to him dying and his demise every single fucking film.
A lot of that.
Like I didn't, when I watched this over, I was like, especially after watching the last one that just came out and like him having a heart attack every 5 fucking minutes was mentioned. You know, I just go, oh, it started really from the beginning. They were always alluding to like him dying in some capacity throughout every single fucking movie in this goddamn franchise, which kind of annoyed me even more watching this one again, going, fuck, like, stop.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone have anything we haven't touched on that they would like to mention?
I have like a little costuming thing really quick, which is just another like little thing I appreciate about the movie.
Okay.
Every time that something like bad is gonna happen or like supernatural, Janet, the main like little girl, is wearing like a pretty like bright shade of red that specifically stands out from like everyone else's costumes and the set in like the background. And like because the Warrens are obviously super Christian, red is actually like a signal of like salvation and redemption, or like, but also can like depict like sin. And so like Janet needs saved, and almost all of Lorraine's outfits are blue, which represents like faith and the savior. So it's just a cool costuming choice that I think is sort of intentional.
Sure.
I think
because they're really the only two that wear those colors.
Along those same lines, I think it does a good job of like just all the costuming and everything of recreating the period.
Yeah, I love Lorraine's outfits, like love them.
Yeah, like we didn't talk enough about that. Like I think they did a really good job of recreating the period in this movie.
No, there's a lot of like, I think like stylistic choices made with like the costumes and like obviously the colors and stuff. Like it looks like England. It's cold and rainy, and it looks completely different than the scenes shot in America.
Yeah, it did that. Yeah, it accomplished that. Sure. Yeah. Even just like you can go as far as the the kids' little play tent thing. Like that's some shit that kids had back then. Like, they definitely hit their time period. And
Patrick Wilson sideburns.
Those fucking sideburns. Goddamn. That might be what I hate the most about these days.
Well, the other guy, what's his name, Maurice or Morris or whatever?
Morris.
And like everything he wears just looks like it's of that time, Like
even when you see the recreation photos and like the casting side by side at the end of the film, like his casting was spot fucking on for that too.
I think that actor has played that same character in like 3 different movies.
I don't know what other character type he could really play. Another like random like cool thing, when Bill walks across the room in the house, like the like ghost version of Bill, like when he walks slowly across the room, he's going like the same pace as Valak in the scene in the Warrens' house.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Bill is amazing, by the way. I like Bill because Bill is petty as hell. Like I don't know the ghost demon has ever been so petty, and I'm kind of because he's like that little girl didn't let me watch what I wanted to on TV. I'm biting her in her sleep.
Yeah, yeah, he was doing the most.
Yeah, like Bill is something else. Now, and I know Bill is like, so I guess supposed to be. I was a little unclear on that. But whatever. I was digging Bill as like a ghost villain thing.
I was gonna say another thing that you guys have, like, I think you have brought up, Rob, like in like paranormal movies, is something I like about The Conjuring is I know loosely how they beat the supernatural entity. Like, I understand the rules of the universe, and I think The Conjuring does do really good, like, world building for the universe that they are in, for the TCU.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of foreshadowing here for the rest of the franchise, or universe even. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But it's just, like, you kind of know, like, in their world, they are pretty much people, like, they're pretty much superheroes. And, like, you know how they defeat the villains. Like, it is obviously, like, formulaic, which I think is why, like, I find it, like, comforting. But, like, it's so, like, the world is, like, well established, I would say.
Yep, they're superheroes in their world, just like they were in ours.
God damn it.
Isn't that right, Chris?
You leave Chris alone?
Hell of a deal.
Do not get him started. I can do that. Nobody's ready for that. All right. Got the facts now, right, Rob?
What?
You know what it said? No.
The physax. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got that.
We're not calling it that. Carly, how do you feel about the physax?
I do like the physax.
Damn it.
I think it's fun to just make a word a little silly sometimes.
Yeah, it's hip, it's fresh, it's bringing in the kids.
Do you hear what he just said?
Carly, give them something. Give them something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
You did it again.
The budget for this movie. Anybody got a guess?
Oh, God, no.
50 million.
69 million.
All right. Now, estimated budget is 40 million.
Yeah.
Worldwide gross $322.8 million.
Holy fuck.
Wow, that is absurd.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's really crazy how much money these movies take in.
It's nuts. They print money, dude. Seriously.
Hold on 1 second, Rob. I'm adjusting the Conjuring 2 for inflation because that's very interesting. Hold on. It's giving me okay. The Conjuring 2 grossed over 330 million. I don't want domestic. God damn it. See, as this is supposed to be a quick thing.
Yeah. Did you not just go to the inflation calculator? What are you doing?
All right, hold on.
I got to do everything right.
I was gonna say I feel like you'll be able to do this quicker for me than me.
Working on. What year did this movie come out? 23 or 2013?
16?
16?
I don't know.
What? The second one came out in 2016.
Okay. 2016.
The first one was 2013.
Oh wait, that's not good. Hold on. Jesus Christ, Mikey.
This was supposed to be quick. Fuck Google. Terrible.
Oh, this inflation calculator sucks. Okay, well, I think that's right. Adjusted for inflation, it would have made $444.1 million.
Not as big of a jump as I thought it would be. Thought it hit over 500. That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Sadly, Mikey, there is no Danza in this movie.
That's what you get.
All right. While promoting the film in June 2016, star Vera Farmiga was still suffering from a swollen lymph node she received during filming due to the intense screaming she had to perform. Due to technical challenges, she would sometimes do 50 takes in a row, all featuring her screaming.
Oh my God. Ow.
Couldn't imagine.
Sacrificing for her art. Good for her.
For this movie, couldn't imagine.
On the first day of shooting, a priest was brought in to bless the set.
That's so dramatic.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's so
very
funny.
dramatic.
Yeah. Right.
That sets the tone for like making the movie. That's so funny. Like that's so unserious.
I feel like it's like a publicity thing almost, right? Like,
it is. I think that's like what it's all good marketing.
Yeah.
It wasn't even filmed at a haunted location.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck did you do that for?
They're like just invoking the spirit.
Sure, fine. That's how that works, right?
Some have claimed that the real Janet Hodgson, is it Hodgson? Whatever their name is.
Nailed it.
Is a gifted ventriloquist or has the power to manipulate voices, and she admitted to faking some events. She's revealed that around 2% of the haunting was phony during an interview with The Telegraph.
Yeah.
2% was phony?
That's what she says.
So she's like, I like played into it like a little bit.
Yeah.
And I can add to the physax. Janet also was caught on a hidden camera bending spoons and like banging a broom on the ceiling. So
of course she was. This is a true story.
Yes,
so bad.
That's crazy. But and back to bitch it on the movie a little bit more. I get, yes, it was part of the story, whatever, and that's why I was in there. But this girl was possessed as fuck. You don't just see her bend a spoon and throw a chair and be like, oh, nothing's going on here. Like
I
was
literally
absurd.
was thinking that when she gets caught, I wrote down a note that was like, I don't understand why her being the one throwing the shit in the kitchen is a big deal, because have we not also alluded to the fact that she's low-key possessed? Like,
Right. That's bad writing is what that is, honestly, because they're trying to get a point across and they did it terribly. Terrible.
Yeah,
that should have
my
been done
understanding
early on.
was that I think her one of her siblings helped her stage that, and it was because they felt like things weren't being taken as seriously as they wanted to be, so they tried to make it
Fair
appear
argument.
more dramatic. Yeah.
Fair argument.
Patrick Wilson did his own singing in this movie.
Imagine that.
Makes sense.
Singing.
Yeah.
It's a good singer. Got a good voice.
Yeah, he does.
He can definitely imitate Elvis a little bit.
Have you heard Rob sing though? No,
Oh,
comparison.
boy. No.
Rob serenaded me a couple weeks ago.
The world is not ready. The Society of Psychical, that doesn't even seem like a word. They made that up. Research in England researched this case long before the Warrens, and it was determined as recurrent spontaneous psychokinesis. Maurice Gross and Guy Leon Playfair moved into the house at one point and investigated the case for over a year. The Warrens showed up and stayed for only a couple of days.
I heard it
That
was a
Wilkie
day.
sounds like those men were just trying to avoid rent.
I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
but the
They were
Warrens certainly
squatters.
showed up to get their photos taken, so they could. I give them a little bit of credit. The Warrens, they did like absolutely nothing, and they built a little mini empire out of it. Good for them.
Yeah, they were like good scammers.
Yeah, they were good at the grift. Allegedly, my opinion only. Don't
But
sue
they
me.
weren't though. Everyone at the time, until these movies came out, were saying they're full of shit, and then these
Yeah, but
movies
they
are
kept
like, no.
they kept making money off of it somehow.
Yeah, somehow it's
Right?
But
ridiculous.
it's like, I mean, it is like interesting either way. Like their like real story is interesting in the sense of like you allegedly got away with so much just BS.
Well, dude, honestly, they're not the worst. Their art, they were ahead of their time with when it comes to scamming people and shit like that. Look at Ghost Hunters, Paranormal Investigation, all that, dude. That's what they do every week on television.
Huge.
Yeah, they do that on
They were
television.
business people.
Yeah. All right. The shelf on which Ed places the strobe toy in the Warrens' artifacts den contains a golden upside-down skull, which he moves to the side. The skull is the sacred treasure featured in the film Vice Versa from 1988 that causes Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage characters to switch bodies. You guys seen Vice Versa?
No.
Oh, it's like a body switching thing, right? He turns into it's sort of like a Freaky Friday kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like a comedy or like?
Yeah, no, it's a comedy.
Okay.
Yeah. Not intentionally, but internationally. The film opened in 44 markets during its opening weekend and had the best bow ever for a horror film in 26 of them, including Australia,
Christ.
Mexico, Brazil, and all of Latin America. Stateside, it had the biggest opening for a horror film in the month of June, beating the record previously held by The Purge.
Damn.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
It's fun.
That's wild.
It's crazy. It's absolutely
And
crazy.
this last one's kind of long, but I enjoyed it a little bit. There was a
what
cinema
she said.
that was going to be showing The Conjuring, and it had a poster that said, "Warning, the film you're about to see is psychologically and emotionally disturbing. People who have attended early screenings of the film have complained about many unusual circumstances that they have experienced after seeing the film." And to support the theory, the poster went on to say, "Due to our concern for your well-being, we have invited Father Perez to be here. He will be available after the film to provide spiritual support or conduct a personal blessing should you feel the need. Please do not hesitate to seek help. Ask a representative where you can sign up for a session with our priest."
You know what? Listen,
That is
I am
so
all
awesome.
for smart marketing, and that was smart marketing.
That's some William
Yes,
Castle
it's
shit right
so
there.
good.
Yeah, that's like the same bullshit
It's
that
all-
Long
yeah,
Legs
it's
did
all
with her heart,
marketing.
like the heart rate.
Yeah.
It's
Good
smart
for them.
marketing. So, yeah.
And
Can't knock
those,
that.
my friends, are the physics for The
Get the
Conjuring
hell
2.
outta here
or
with
T2.
God damn it. Get out of here with that damn marketing. No, they knew how much money they were making for these damn movies. They said
They
we're
were
going
planning on
all
making
over.
more.
It's so fun. It just creates more and more hype. Like, they are just, like, drawing in, like, every last, like, viewer.
Yeah, it's the same shit William Castle used to do by parking an ambulance out front and shit. Like, it's, you know, it's just fun.
Yeah, those movies are good, though. God damn this movie. All right, time to score it. Does anybody want to go first? Rob, you traditionally are locked and loaded.
I am.
Would you like to go first?
Yeah, I don't think this movie's that bad. Like, it's a good movie, actually. It is the high. I agree with Carly. This is the high watermark for the entire Conjuring universe, in my opinion. It doesn't get any better than this, as far as any of these movies are concerned. You know, the question always comes up about the Warrens, and I think there's a telling quote in this movie, and I'm going to paraphrase it, but the other, I think she's the lady who's also a paranormal investigator there, I believe, and a scene there in like a coffee shop, and she says, "I don't know what's worse, the demons or the people who prey on us for believing them." And I think that's very telling in the moral of the Warrens. I don't know which is worse either, but I think it might be the Warrens. But I do still enjoy the film overall. It had a lot of stuff that I liked about it. I think it's a decent watch. You know, 2 hours and 15 minutes. It didn't drag. I like the way they recaptured the period. I did enjoy that a lot. I gave this a 6.6, which is higher. I checked. My score for TC1 was 6.2. So they're right there in that same neighborhood, but this one I think is slightly better.
You checked?
I did.
Wow. Okay.
I had to hack into the Portnoy thing because you guys don't give me access to it, but I got there.
So you admit you have access, huh?
No, I hacked it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's believable. Sure. All right. That's shockingly high. Canada, score some bitch.
I want to give it a high score, but then I don't. Like, I'm so, like, back and forth on this movie. I enjoy it. There's certain things that I don't. Then the more I talk about it, I hate it. And then the more I talk about it, I love it. It was really kind of hard to narrow down what I wanted to score it at, but I'm giving it a 7.1.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Canada.
Just to really piss Mikey off.
Canada,
there's a little bit of Mikey in my score too, so.
There should be no judgment on anybody else in these scores. It's important ways, goddammit, to take it seriously.
Yeah, I'm taking it seriously. Seriously enough to piss you off.
That's insane. Carly, would you like to go last? I have no problem going before you.
Do you want to?
Your call.
I'm going
to piss you off. So I want you to be at least have this.
Your score is going to be more of a bang because I think I've been very open about how I feel about the movie.
All right, whatever you want to do.
So I can go first.
Okay.
I obviously have, I'm sure no one's surprised, seen this movie like several times. And I probably have watched it so many times that I notice like and appreciate certain things that like probably no one else would pick up on. Not nobody else, but like I've just watched it so much that I like
more than the average viewer
appreciation for it. Yeah.
Sure.
And I think it does a lot of things well, and I think there's a lot of like creativity and like intention put into like creating the world that is The Conjuring, like, and creating this like true like scary movie atmosphere. So for those reasons and so many more to count, I would say I would give this an 8.3 because it loses me on a few things, but I just love this movie a lot. I think it's great.
I gotta be honest, this is in your top 4. I thought it was gonna be higher.
I'm like realistic about certain aspects of it, like the crooked man or like the like Valak's like makeup isn't necessarily my favorite. Like there's like realistic critiques.
It's your score. Do what you want.
It fits my like personal. If I'm like grading it, my like true like score would probably be like closer to a 9. But like taking genuine like valid critique into account of the score, I would give it more of like an 8, like a low 8.
That's fair.
All right. I want everybody to remember. I heard a lot of shit last time I scored a Conjuring movie. This is what you people wanted. All right. And we had nothing. I also, like Carly, a lot of parallels in our closing statements here, Carly. I also seen this movie quite a few times. I appreciate it less every time. And I struggle to find a lot of things that did to really pull it apart from anything else, especially if you're talking like if we're going to put it top shelf, or, not top, but like wherever you're putting it, like a hierarchy of film as it's portrayed to a lot of people. Yeah, no, I can't. The list is damn near non-existent. So I do like this movie. All that being said, I do like The Conjuring 2 better than the original Conjuring. And I gave the original Conjuring a 0.8.
That is ridiculous, Mikey.
I did. And that,
Mikey, that's crazy.
No, that's the real score.
Crazy.
And considering
the crazy thing about that is that you have not given yourself much room to move down, and this franchise, this universe gets so much worse.
Yeah, no. There's one movie in this universe that I can think of that would be above. It's not a Conjuring movie, but it's within their universe that would be above this. So there's a little more room than it seems. But yeah. So I'm going to give this, and I did take that into consideration, Rob, because I'm sure there's going to be more of these damn movies that I got to watch. I'm going to give this a 0.5.
What?
Yes.
That is so crazy.
The story plot holes are insane. There's so many things. Like, the jump scares annoyed the shit out of me. Anytime they had any remnants of going in a direction that I liked, they ruined it damn near immediately. I really, there is very little I can find positive to say about these movies, and it's a 0.5.
I'm guessing it's not approved.
No.
There's nobody can, if anybody gives it a score that low, there's no way. Like, there's nothing anybody else can do.
The three of you could have given it. Oh, wait, no. If the three of you gave it 10s, it would be approved. All three of you.
Oh, we got an extra person. That's why.
Well, no, it's even worse if you take away Carly's 8.3.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why it would be approved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we have the extra person. Yeah.
Yeah, if it was three of us, it'd be impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's 5.6.
That's not far from where I had it, like a point.
Still like in the middle.
Yeah, that's way higher than I would like.
Yeah, you gave this. You did not give
average.
You did not give yourself enough room to move down, dude. Because these movies get so much worse.
I don't think they do. And see, that's the thing. Like, yeah, the movies could be bad, but the continuity. One
of your issues with The Conjuring 2 is the pacing, like where you don't like the big jump scare immediately. You might like the third one more. Like, I feel like that one was kind of slow, except for a big intro scene.
Let's not find out, Carly. Please. All right, let's leave stuff up to imagination.
Well, it sounds like we got Annabelle next.
Fuck. I remember liking Annabelle more than this. I don't know though. I don't know. But for now, I am done with the Conjuring nonsense. It's been over a month. It's finally ended, but we do have another Patreon pick next week. Rob, is next week the week you weren't going to be here?
Nope, it's the week after.
Okay, so we do have another Patreon pick next week. Lord help me. The Aunt Chris is running the Annabelle train, piggybacking off of Carly's mountain of propaganda that occurred with this whole Conjuring 2 stuff. We'll see what happens. Like, I doubt I have a better chance of dodging the bullet of watching Annabelle, but I don't see it happening.
I think it'll get voted for. I don't know if it'll be an everyone nominates.
No.
We're all watching Annabelle. That's what's happening. I mean, I've accepted it.
Fuck.
The first Annabelle is my least favorite of the Annabelles.
See, I couldn't remember if I liked the first one or
the second one. The second one is actually also a decent movie. There are three decent movies in the TCU. The second Annabelle, which was the prequel, is actually decent, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, obviously, but
was that the home invasion, like Charles Manson style one?
No.
That's the first one.
Okay, that might be the one I could tolerate then.
No.
We'll see. And again, tolerate's a very loose word here.
But again, I haven't seen any of these movies since the one time I saw them in the theaters.
Yes. All right. Follow us on everything at Slasher Radio, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, patreon.com/Slasher Radio. Tier starting as low as $3 a month. You do get a 1 week free trial.
Everything is more expensive these days. Everything. And we have not once raised the price of our Patreon.
Nope.
We are holding steady.
Yeah, I don't foresee that happening either.
Soon it might be $10,000 a month. We don't know. But right now, get in for $3 a month.
Hell of a deal. And you can follow me at Mikey's Dad. Also, speaking of the Patreon, good time to get in. Got another Patreon pick next week.
Mm-hmm.
Good time. Yeah. Oh, shout out to friend of the show, David Howard Thornton, getting engaged, by the way.
I saw that.
Congratulations.
It was so cool. What a way to get engaged.
as Art the Clown.
Dare I say iconic?
I did laugh though when I saw the video and seeing him say, "Will you marry me?" And I'm like, seeing Art the Clown like physically say words just didn't seem right. Like he should have just mimed, "Will you marry me?" It just would have been
That
funny.
would have been crazy.
No, but it was very well done and super cute. Happy for the both of them.
A very Dave move.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, congratulations.
And yeah, I'm at Mikey's Dad if you want to give me a follow. Go for it. Robert, what about you?
I'm around at Radio Rob 123, and you can listen to the other show that I do, the Nick fucking Woo Cagecast, Willem Dafoe.
Big Dick Dafoe!
You can find that in your podcast players everywhere. It is the Nick effing Woo Cagecast there.
You don't give me enough credit for, like, you know, I should get paid for promotion for that show, you know?
Yeah, no.
He
Anyway.
does say it with his whole chest.
Yeah, like, come on. Where else you get that energy? Seriously.
I mean, obviously, you're excited about Willem Dafoe. What do you want me to do?
Well, parts of it. All right, Canada, where are they finding you?
I am online on all platforms. Makeup X Mistress.
Hell of a deal. Carly.
I'm on Twitter or X as Carly is not funny.
Yeah, Carly thinks she's funny. You should change your handle to Carly thinks she's funny. All this crap.
I'm a little funny.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us, though, Carly.
Yeah, thanks, Carly. And thanks for a month's worth of entertainment.
You're welcome. You know, I try. I'll be here next week. Like, next week is on the Patreon. Like, you know, like, commenting like usual.
With Annabelle all over yourself. Shameful.
Yeah. I'll put out some propaganda for Chris. Don't worry.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's great.
The 3 C's gotta stick together.
God damn, I hate that that's a thing now. It's dangerous. All right, guys, we'll see what happens with this Annabelle thing next week. Good night from Slasher Radio.
Later, losers.
All the best of Slasher Radio podcast.